Hello there, this is Ann Hamlin, the Public Library Services Consultant for Wisconsin Valley Library Service. And in this digital bite, I will be giving you a tour of the Wisconsin Valley Library Service website. The website is newer. It went live in July 5th of 2017, so we've been live for over a year now. And so I thought it'd be important to point out some resources on the website, resources that might make your life a little easier. So the first thing to note on the home web page are in the slider here, the digital lights, the most recent digital lights will be scrolling. And you can click the arrow to navigate through which ones you want to see. And also click the Read More button to go directly into the blog. If you miss the digital lights here, have no fear. Under the About menu term, you can see that there's a digital lights page, and when I click on that, all the digital lights that have been published are housed here. Additionally, on the right hand side, you can filter them for topics, or you can look at the recent post list. You can look by month through the archives, and you can also search keywords if you're interested in learning about something specifically. Now, also under the About tab, you can see that we have all of the past newsletter issues on here. So if you want to take a tour of the past newsletters, you can access them here. Next, we have scholarships and grants. This is a wonderful page because it's going to tell you more information, comprehensive information about grants. One that just closed is the Association for Rural and Small Library Scholarship. That's coming up in September, so that one closed and it has been awarded. You can see here that Teresa Hall from Loyal and Carol Hart from Neilsville will be going. Further down, we have the WLA Membership and Professional Development Scholarship, and those have been awarded for 2018. So that's an annual scholarship, just like ARSL has been as well. Then there's the Library Legislative Day Scholarship. Library Legislative Day happens in February of each year. So information on the Library Legislative Day Scholarship will be coming towards the end of the year here. Below that, we have the Carol Ruth Wessler Memorial Scholarship, and this is an ongoing scholarship as long as there's money in the account. And the monies here are provided for continuing education opportunities for reference, referral, and interlibrary loan services for staff in WVLS member libraries. Under the Libraries tab, the Public Library Directory is super handy. It has all of our member libraries in here, and also Wabeno is in here too. If you need maybe the address, phone number, fax, website, hours, it's all here. Now, if you want to know specific information, and if you want to know more than just the director information, next is the VCAT Library Staff Directory, and that has titles and duties and specific phone numbers if that's available for more than just the director at each library. I also want to point out that there is a K-12 library list that's really handy for you if you need a quick phone number or a website for your community. It might also be helpful if you take a tour through this list to update us and let us know if there's new information for these places. Okay, so up next under Member Services, this menu term includes all of the services that are paid for in your WVLS membership dues versus or compared to the Resources tab, which is just general consulting resources, excepting the library administration pages. And we'll get to that there a little bit later. Again, so under the Member Services, there's a Budget Resources page, and it has all the information on budget resources for the upcoming years. Here's buying pool information for 2018 VCAT budget member share. So 2019 is already in there. 2019 WPLC buying pool with member shares is in there. The technology planning guide is also in there for 2019, excuse me, because I'm sure you're already working on your budgets. Next up is collections and databases. So in here, WVLS pays for 8 databases on top of Badgerlink databases, and also includes links to things like the Makerspace and early literacy kits, And further down you can see WisCat information, Wisconsin Digital Archives, the Digital Library in Owen, and Withy Public Library Oral Histories, the Clark County History Archive. So this is where you're going to find all of the collections and databases. Now, on your website, you can put a link to this page instead of having to go to the WVLS website, finding collections and databases and going from there. So having a link on your web page to Badger Link or to this page would be handy for your users. It's important to know that there's the Makerspace and Equipment page here. It has all the tips on getting an account established. There's how-to videos and idea sheets for the kits, tips on booking Lend Items kit, and a list of items for booking from the Indian Head and WVLS collections that are available for WVLS member libraries. Also under member services, you can find the link to the digital library. That's going to have information on the new BiblioBoard Indie Wisconsin collection, press books where you can create, if you're a writer, you can create a professionally formatted e-book with your work here. True to its name, you can find information on the digital library, the Wisconsin Digital Library. Here's Libby information and Overdrive information. Further down, you'll find information on the Wisconsin Public Library Consortium, which is the project manager for the digital library, and beneath that information for the WVLS Overdrive Advantage Selection Committee. So the group that purchases extra titles for the WVLS Advantage account that helps specifically fulfill WVLS holds in the digital libraries. Up next we have the VCAT section. So the VCAT guidelines, or the VCAT guides that are passed in the VCAT Council meetings, are housed here. Then comes VCAT information. Now that's information on VCAT officers, the different committees. There's the agendas and exhibits button here. A link to get to the VCAT reports, and on and on. And also a list of the VCAT library members and representatives. So that's a fun thing to take a look at every once in a while. And the VCAT training. So it's important to note that this is the only password protected page on the website, and the password is training, TRAINING. So on this page we have all the training, cataloging, circulation, create lists, decision center, and on and on and on and on and on, right? On the right hand side you'll find the resources from the Catalogers Retreat in 2017, and those are all the videos and slides from Chris Luby, Enos, Chrisman, and Ann Brzezinski. Next we have the resources. So if you have specific questions about adult services or children's services or teen services, these are the pages for you. If you want to watch the new Digital Byte series created by Jamie, all the Digital Byte videos are housed here. Then we have information on fake news, friends of the libraries, grant resources, so grant writing tools are here. Inclusive services, that's a brand new page here. Working together with Sherry Machonis from the Northern Waters Library Service as our inclusive services consultant. But most importantly, let's take a look at the library administration page. This page is wonderful. It has all the information on county reimbursement information. So that's Act 420, 150 stuff. On the far right side, you'll see the new director binder digitized. So a checklist for new public library directors, a list of WVLS subscriptions, information about the mentoring program, stuff about the administrative essentials, annual report resources, which is crucial. Further down, boot camp resources. So as a new director, you attend the state boot camp. So there's that information from those boot camps there. And on and on. You're going to have information about county funding, information about continuing education as a director or fulfilling those 4 courses to get certified as a director. Information from the Director's Retreat, intellectual freedom, so when you have book challenges or complaints, there's legal information in here. Municipal exemption from county tax. Further down you'll see information for the Wisconsin Division for Libraries and Technology, and the Department of Instruction. So those are our state contacts. And also, there's a little bit more VCAT information. It guides you to the VCAT resources page. Wisconsin Library Standards are important and a very handy tool for advocacy and information about youth services. So, when in doubt, if you're a library administrator or director, head to the library administration page under the resources tab. Children's Services, I'll just give you a tour. It has a highlight of the most current happening in children's services. So right now the summer reading program is wrapping up. Next we'll be getting ready for back to school information, and then the children's workshop in the fall. On the right hand side here I like to keep a couple pictures of current programs from the libraries, and of course there's the book blurbs and recommendations page that has the book blurbs that you can put in your bathrooms, recommendation lists for teens, and a few more resources. Up next, we have continuing education under professional development, director certification, and the mentoring program. On this page, you'll find information on upcoming WVLS sponsored webinars or WVLS hosted webinars, as well as workshops on the continuing education page. So on the right hand side, you'll find digital lights pertaining to upcoming continuing education events. Now this page is very helpful for a couple of reasons. If you have a staff member that really is interested in learning about a specific thing, there's chances are that WVLS has had a webinar in the past and resources for a specific subject that they may be interested in. Secondly, directors are required to take continuing education credits in webinar form, workshop form, conferences, you name it. So information about those kind of events will be in here. Next up is director certification. So this is in-depth information into continuing education requirements for the different levels of certification. And I'm going to refer you to Marla Sepnowski and Jamie Matchek regarding your certification standard. Then we have a mentoring program. So if you're new to WVLS as a director or administrator in library, you can apply to have a mentor matched with you, depending on your needs, geographic location, your expertise, based on community culture. Quite a few factors are taken into consideration when matching a mentor and mentee. So you can contact Jamie Matchek to see if a mentoring opportunity is a good fit for you. And lastly, we have the calendar. So this is going to have WVLS events and major days marked out on the calendar. So you can see the YZ meetup in Merrill, Labor Day, we're closed, VCAT Council meeting, the Association for Rural and Small Library Conferences is in Illinois, there's a Tech Days at MCPL on September 19th, and on and on. So this calendar is a nice tool if you just want a glance at what's coming up next. So hopefully this tour of the WVLS website was helpful. Please let me know if you have questions that were not answered by this video and I can follow up with you.